Hello and welcome to week 3 of West Coast Swing. I'm Madeline. I was the teacher tonight. This is Clark, and he'll be leading me tonight. So tonight, what we talked about was a lot of connection exercises, and then we also did the whip, and then a few variations on the whip. In terms of connection exercises, we talked a lot about having the tension, compression. We did exercises where you're just kind of moving around the room, feeling each other's weight, and if you're not together, you kind of talk about what's going on here. We also did a little role reversal where the follows are now the leads, especially so that the leads can really see, okay, here's what my follow needs for me to have a clear communication with my follow. So after the connection exercises, we moved into the whip. And the footwork that we talked about for the leads goes, let's see, left foot back, cross, together, and then this like 90-degree turn, and that's on 4. And then 5 is this big 90-degree turn, and you let your follow out. For follows, what that looks like is you feel your lead pull you forward, and you go forward 180, spin around, so that's 1, 2, together, 4. Your weight is on your rear foot still, but you've kind of planted your foot in the middle of your lead's legs, and you're going to kind of both use that as an axis of momentum. So you come around on 5, and then you'll anchor out of that kind of at your own pace, however you want to do that in the song. So what it looks like together is 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's swap around and do it from this angle. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. A few of the kind of handhold connection things that we talked about are that as the follow, I'm always seeking that connection. So I'm, obviously starting in my nice tension connection. And when we go into 1, 2, I'm kind of leaning into my lead's arm. He's catching me, but if he were to let go, I would continue this way, and we could make that a move if we wanted. So at the same time, he's got me here in a nice tension, basically. We've got this connection here that's a compression. And so on 4 and, when we're both kind of doing those little, those mushy little steps before we get to, 3 and, before we get to 4, he's gonna kind of push me just a little bit, and he's gonna let my back out. So that's gonna go 3 and 4. And so you can see we've got that foot planted in the middle. We do 5 as one big step, 5, and then whatever we do after that, 7 and 8. After that, let's see, was there anything else we talked about with connection or the leads? One of the important things in the lead is that because you've got your Barbie arms or kin arms, if you prefer. You've got your kin arms. Because you're going back and side, that's going to make your arm kind of draw a J in the air, and that's why we call this a J hook. And that is what gives your follow the impetus to turn all the way around. So that is 1 and 2. 2 is a big move, and then 4, and then 5 are big moves. 3 and 4, and then 5. So those are kind of our big moves. I would say 2, 4, and 5. We talked about, different, in our communication, our connection exercises, we talked about like kind of opportunities to jam. You can jam in tension. You can jam in compression. And so because of that, at different stopping points in this move, you could, if you panicked or